Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Bootstrap tutorial. In today's class, I'll be discussing about the small tag. So what is small? To add inline subheading to any of the headings, we'll be using the small tag. So I'm already having a heading which is H1, which is saying H1 heading. So what is the purpose of this particular small tag? The small tag, what it will do is when we apply it on a particular heading, the small text is 20. For example, H1 is 36 pixels, right? So now for small will display the subheading in 24 pixels. So the small can be applied to the body text and the font shrinks to 85% of its original size. So it will shrink to 85% of the original heading. Okay, so that's what is called as small. So let me show you this practically. So inside the head H1 tag, I have given the small tag and I said small heading and I close the H1 tag. And so what are the properties of the small tag? So the properties of the small tag is that it is normal text and the font weight is not bold, which means that it is normal. And so the text color will be of a black. Okay, right. So when you apply the class text is text muted, the color of the heading will become gray instead of black. So I'll show you that. So here I have created one using HTML and the other using Bootstrap. Okay, so now I am actually adding the class which is called as text muted. So what will happen when I add, so you can see here that H1 heading and then this is the small heading, which is 85% of the original text. It is relative. So small tag is relative. So I'm adding one class over here from Bootstrap, which is class is equal to text muted. As you have seen that the text is in normal black color, but when I use this class, which is text muted, the color of it will change to gray. So I need to add it in the small tag. So as I refresh, you can see that the color have changed to gray instead of black color. Small tag is actually relative. So I wanted to show you that. So I have taken one more heading here. So let me take heading 2. Okay, so this is heading 2. So I have said P class is equal to H2. So I have taken H2 heading. So let me actually show you what does it mean by relative. So this is what is called as relative. You can see like based on the outer tag. So the outer class is heading 2, right? So based on the outer tag, the small will, the text size will depend on. So H1 is 36 pixels, right? So that's why the heading is 85% of it. And then H2 is 32 pixels and then small will be 85% of 32 pixels. Okay, so small tag is relative. I'm taking one more paragraph, one more heading, which is H3 heading, and you can see the result of it. Okay, so it is relative. Okay, small is relative. Okay, well friends, we'll see the next topic. Taking a paragraph and I have typed something in the paragraph. So I'm closing the paragraph tag and let us see what will, how it will look like on the browser. So I'm taking one more paragraph and in here I'm adding a class which is called as lead. Class is equal to lead. Okay, so what do class lead make? To add some emphasis to a paragraph, we use lead to add some emphasis to the paragraph. And the name of the class is lead class. You can see that the font is larger. Okay, so large font size and then lighter weight. So compared to the original paragraph, and the line height is also taller than the original paragraph. Friends, we'll see the next topic, and the next topic is regarding the display. So there are 6 display classes. So there are 6 display classes: display 1, display 2, display 3, display 4, display 5, and display 6. Okay, the name of the classes are like that. Okay, so the size of displays are something like that. Okay, which is 6 RAM and then 301.2. The font size is 6 RAM and then font weight is 300 and line height is 1.2 for display 1. And then for display 2 it is 5.5 RAM, and for 3 it is 4.5, and for 4 it is 3.5, and so on. 1 RAM is equal to 16 pixel. Okay, so now let us see how they look like. So inside the div tag, okay, I'm taking a h1 tag to just display some content, and now I'll show you what is the display class. I just want to show you the difference between h1 tag and then the display one. So that's why I have given the first one. Okay, right. So I have taken a class in h1 tag where class is equal to display one, and I'm displaying also display one on the screen. So I close the h1 tag. So in the same way, I'm taking a paragraph, then I'm saying class is equal to display 2, and then I'm displaying some content, then close the paragraph tag. You can also give them in the paragraph element or in the h1 tags or h2 tags, or anywhere you can give them. So let us copy for display 3 and display 4 as well. Okay. Okay, let us save this and then see how it looks like. Okay, so the first one that we have seen is the heading. Okay, so which is h1 heading. Okay, so this is the h1 heading. So this is the h1 heading, and this is display 1, and this is also display 1, so which is put in the heading tag, and then this is put in the paragraph tag, and then this again is display 2, display 3, and display 4. So you can see that it is quite different from the headings. Okay, so if you want some fancy headings to be displayed, you will be using the display tag. Now let us see one more concept, which is mark concept. To display the content, I'm taking a paragraph. So paragraph P, and let me copy some text over here. Okay, and this is the text I want to print in the paragraph. So I'm closing the paragraph tag. So inside the paragraph tag, I'm using a class which is called as class is equal to mark. Class is equal to mark. So what is the purpose of the mark class is that the text will be highlighted. Okay, so we'll be using the mark class to highlight the text. So you can see that the text is highlighted. So when you use class is equal to mark, what will happen is the entire text will be highlighted. But if you just want a word or a part of the paragraph to be highlighted, so you can use the tag which is called as mark tag. So here I'm using the mark tag to highlight typography. So I have taken the mark tag, and after typography I am closing the mark tag. So now only part or a particular word in a text will be highlighted. So you can use the mark class to highlight a text.